Well, hello, good evening, guys and girls. Let's get the show on the road, the Sunday night rant. And what a great night tonight, because I'm giving you a topic that I sat there and analysed during Valentine's Day on 10 reasons why most real estate agents, not all, but most real estate agents, have a personal income that they take home each year on their taxable certificate of less than $120,000 a year. That's correct, less than $120,000 a year. So this one is for the masses. Hello, Sean. Hi to everyone that's coming on. We're going to go through for around 20 minutes. Hello, Harry. Hi to everyone that says hi. Hello, Ash Heckles. Hey, everyone. Happy Valentine's. Today, Jane, the great man. Good to see you on. And by the way, everyone, hello, Caesar. Let me tell you, John McGrath sent me a message before, and here is what it says. I'm sure your agenda on Tuesday's real estate gym is packed, but I want to make sure this is the best talk I've ever given in honor of you being cancer-free. If I could get 90 minutes, it would be amazing. Guys and girls, you are in for a treat, real estate gym members. You've heard it straight from the great legend of real estate. John McGrath is going to deliver 90 minutes of absolute quality live in the Real Estate Gym Kickstart. And guess what? If you're a real estate gym member, you're going to be watching the event with Cameras Productions presented to you by Real Hub, who are going to be having live streaming equipment, meaning that you can be watching it where you want to be. And of course, we have a small audience, COVID safe, of course, that's going to be watching it there at the venue in Sydney. And I have seen Josh Tesselin's presentation. He emailed it to me. And you know what? If you've ever been confused about what to send in terms of a text messaging system, which is his USP, unique selling proposition, he's delivering that to the real estate gym members. Correct. These are the benefits of being a gym member. In addition to that, we've got a great panel of Karen Terry, David Walker, and David Highland. Looking forward to that. So guys and girls, let's get on with the show. And if you need to, tag one of your staff, one of your colleagues. If they're making under $120,000 a year, you'll be doing them a favor. And I want to let you know that this event tonight, my live streams, are supported, and I'm going to give a big shout out to these people, hand-picked sponsors that stay with me for a long time. Campaign Agent, the great Seth Loss, the best vendor paid advertising platform I know. The best agents are using it. In addition to that, Anywhere Auctions, and Gary, who has been run off his feet with what's happened in Melbourne. To all the Melbourne agents, guess what? You're not alone. New Zealand now has got a snap lockdown for 3-4 days, I believe. And those auctions online were a savior for many of the agents on Saturday. Agent Box, the best CRM system on the planet. Love it. Secure Exchange, which you're going to find out more and more about. And of course, Before You Bid, which many of you use, because it means you don't have to keep going out to pest and building inspections. They're up once. But guys and girls, let's start with number one. Why most real estate agents make under $120,000 a year? Number one is that they're only flirting with real estate. They're only flirting with real estate. They haven't gone all in, right? They're more sort of interested than committed. And I want to ask you, where are you right now? If you're watching this video here, are you interested or are you committed? Are you all in or have you got a plan B? Because I'm telling you, agents that have got a plan B don't do well in real estate, because it's a sort of job that takes everything out of you. So what you've got to basically say is, hey, I'm all in. I'm all in. And what does that basically mean? That you're not like the real estate agent that picked me up at Gold Coast Airport 3 years ago, who had, well, I didn't know he was an agent till he opened up his boot and I put my bag in there, because he was an Uber driver. Now, you're not going to do well in real estate if you're part-time real estate, part-time Uber. You're not going to do well in real estate if in the back of your head you've got a story. It's okay. If it doesn't work out, I'll just go back to being an assistant bricklayer. Or if it doesn't work out, I'll go back at working at Roger David Menswear. Or if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to go back and I'm going to try and, be a personal trainer, or whatever your story is. Except, of course, Trevor Bowen. Trevor Bowen's the only guy I know on the planet. Only guy I know on the planet who is a full-time firefighter, and he's a bloody great real estate agent. In fact, he is the sales category in Buxton's the number one agent, Trevor Bowen. But guys and girls, in 1519, a guy by the name of Oscar Cortez, who was a Spanish conqueror, that actually, and David Dwyer, you just got me thinking about it. That's why I'm bringing it up. What happened is Cortez went in and invaded Mexico to take all the treasure. And when he got there, he basically looked around to his troops. He had all these soldiers with him. And he said, have you got all the animals? Have you got all the supplies off the boats? We're here to have a fight. Make sure you've got everything off. And when his staff said, yes, they're all off, he yelled out these words, burn the boats! Burn the boats! Why? Because he wanted to let people know we can't retreat. There's nowhere to go. No boats. We can't have a plan that we can get away. We're going to stay here and we're either going to win or we're going to die here. And I'm letting you know, that's the mindset you've got to have, guys and girls. You've got to burn the boats. So the first reason why people make under 120 is that they really in their head have not gone all in. They're flirting with real estate. They're not committed. They're just interested. Number two, the second reason. By the way, what a great comment. Hey Sanjay, what a great video we did with Shari this week. 1,000 properties sold in 6 years. Our gym member for the last 5 years was being able to decimate it in Victorian real estate. An incredible performance for a great man. And you know what? Haven't you noticed that the people, most of them, that sort of are in the Panos tribe, if you'd like to call that, they're good guys. They try and keep things together. They try and keep their marriages together. They try and look well for their kids and try and keep that all together. It's not easy, but you know what? They're people that are trying to make an effort to have a sustainable long-term life. And yes, money's not everything, but it's something. And it helps the life be a little bit better and just make problems a little bit more bearable, if you'd like. Number two, this is the second reason why people fail to actually make more than 120. And I'm really looking forward. I just saw Karen Terry. Karen Terry is another person that, like single mum, right? Smashing it in real estate. People need to know, what is it that you do to be a mother and a good one and be a real estate agent and a great one? We're going to cover that on Tuesday. Number two, they wing it. They don't use data. They're just coming up with bullshit stories and they say things. Make data your best friend. I'm letting you know, if you can't beat another real estate agent on experience, if you can't beat a real estate agent on charisma, you beat them on product knowledge. And the sort of product knowledge I'm talking about is being able to go to, a listing presentation and being able to sit there in front of a vendor because you've actually studied. You studied the data on RP Data, CoreLogic or Price Finder, and you know everything about days on market. You actually know what segment of the market is selling faster. You also actually know roughly what the clearance rates are week per week. And you're sitting there, yes, Secure Exchange is on. Love those guys. Google them, good people. Guys and girls, data, make data your best friend. What do I mean by that? Because when you've got data as your best friend, you start becoming strategic. You say, hang on a second, let's get clear here. Why am I canvassing 10,000 homes when it's this patch that has got the high turnover? I will allocate my activities to that area. Or you turn around and say, why am I listing 2-bedroom units at the moment when they're actually not selling? I need to list what sells. What actually happens is when you analyze data and you don't wing it, you actually become a knowledge worker. You become an intelligent agent, not a dumb agent that's got this cannon that's just shooting up there and having luck as their strategy. That's what I mean by using data. Guys and girls, number 2, they don't wing it. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is this. They don't let thieves manipulate their behavior by making them feel abnormal and trying to distract them. And what do I mean by that? These are the people that are saying, come out Friday night. Let's go out, man. Let's go out a nice dinner. Let's have a few drinks. And then some people decide they want to do a little bit extra. So what do? And yes, this is common in real estate. Sorry, it's probably what many don't want to hear, but they need to hear. Oh, yes. They like the cocaine in real estate in lots of areas, don't they? They like the cocaine. Gives them a little bit of confidence. Guess what, guys and girls? If you had a lie detector test and you had a drug test, man, I don't know. Maybe there'd only be a few agents left per area. I don't know. But all I'll say to you guys and girls, don't let the thieves manipulate you. And what I mean by that, you don't need people that aren't going to be supporting and being on your side, in your corner as a cheerleader, saying, great work. Keep it up. Keep your head up high. Fake a smile and keep going. Good's coming. Keep prospecting. Don't worry about the listing you lost. Worry about the 5 you never got called into. They sit there and they support you. You know what the thieves do? They sit there and they say, they'll sit outside. They sit outside the back of the office with a cigarette. There's no stock. No stop. There's nothing you can do. Don't worry about it. And even the ones they can have them. I'm not going to drop my pants to 1%. That's what I mean by the thieves. They psych you out. They mentally devastate you and you don't realize it. Bad seeds. Put a little invisible bubble around you and don't let those things come in, because I'm letting you know, in real estate, you want to have a high altitude, you've got to have a high attitude. And you do not need people that are cooling you down. You need people that are lifting you up, guys and girls. That's the next reason why people suck at people suck at real estate. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because rule number 3 says this. They are looking for other people's approval. The best way to get someone's approval is to not need it in the first place. Hey, listen, Sanjay's watching it from the UK. I want to tell you, Sanjay, in Australia, unfortunately, there's a philosophy out there in the business world, and it is this. Everyone wants to see you do good till you're better than them. Then, all of a sudden, the cat claws come out. Right? And I've got to say to you guys and girls, what you want to do is to make sure that you don't allow the negative thoughts, energies, or words of people external to you to infiltrate your mind. Pick your tribe closely. You will be the average of the 5 people that you hang around the most closest to. You hang around with dogs, you'll get fleas. Number four. Let's talk about number 4. They listen to textbook trainers, or they listen to the wrong mentors. It's an issue. They'll have someone that's never listed or sold a property, someone who's never run a real estate company, and that person will have these beautiful words coming out of their mouth saying, here are the 11 steps to write up your business plan. Guys and girls, I'm telling you, unless you've eaten chocolate, you can't describe to someone what it tastes like. Guys and girls, listen to me very carefully. Not only is picking the wrong trainers one of the reasons why people suck in real estate, but also finding the wrong mentors to model their business on. I mean, look, if you're in Mount Druitt, right, and you want to write big bucks, you're going to have to sell 100 properties a year. You're not going to go to Double Bay to copy an agent strategy there that's selling 30 properties a year. Do you understand? Do you understand that you've got to time travel and look at someone that might be getting the dollars that you want to make, but you've got to actually make sure that you're actually getting the right context. I mean, they don't eat Big Macs at Double Bay. Do you understand this concept? You've got to make sure that you're actually comparing apples with apples, because you've got to understand. Just because something works for one person with one set of variables doesn't mean it's going to work for another person with different variables. Number five. They don't have a lead generation system that is giving them immediate sellers or future seller appointments. They simply don't have this lead generation system. So in other words, they don't have a process that says, here's my letterbox drops, set and forget every month. Here's my expired listing strategy that I do every Tuesday. Here is my digital door knock that is recorded in videos every Wednesday. Here is my social media strategy, which involves Testimonial Tuesday. Guys and girls, do you understand what I'm talking about? They are basically running a 7-Eleven shop, only working 1 hour. Think about that for a moment. Think about that. Think about a 7-Eleven shop that works 1 hour a day. How is it going to make money? And I'm saying the same thing happens in real estate. Let's move on. Number 6, which carries on a little bit from number 5. And number 6 is this. They work 9 to 5 or thereabouts. Susan, I know you're on here because I'm seeing you summarizing a few things. Do me a favor. I want you. Hey, David Imrie, good to see you. Hey, Susan, I want you to have the real estate gym open now, because I reckon that some people might have got tempted with hearing about John McGrath delivering his presentation and that other great group of people we're going to have on Tuesday. And I'd like them to be able to get it and watch it live, free of charge, and they can be real estate gym members for 12 months. And maybe it's a thing that sort of says to them, shit, you know what? Tonight I'm getting it. You know what? I want to go pro. So Susan, do me a favor, open it up, realestategym.com.au. Yes, I'm promoting it, but I love it because I can see the help it's given so many agents, and it's the most efficient way that I can actually get education on scale out to people. Yes, he's a good man, Mark Novak. So are you. So number six, why real estate agents make under $125,000 a year. 120. Makes no difference if you're making 120 or 125. Guys and girls, they're working 9 to 5. Do you understand 9 to 5 makes you under $120,000 a year. It's the hours before 9 and the hours after 5 that make you the money. Do you understand this concept? Do you understand you've got to do the work, right? You're not going to make 300 grand a year doing 9 to 5. And whether it's Matty Pilios, or whether it's Matty Steinway, or whether it's Tessalin or Tane or any person, I'm telling you, picture 9 to 5 and then add another 3.5 hours a day to it. That's what it is. But I've got to tell you, when you're not a runway agent and you're up in the air and you've got momentum, you don't mind it. You like it. You like dealing with people. You're addicted to the deal. Life's good. So why wouldn't you do it? It's a great life. But I'm saying to you, if 9 to 5 is your thing, forget it. Go get yourself a job working for Just Jeans or someplace. No, don't go there. I think they're closing down. Is it Just Jeans or Jeans West? I can't remember. One of those there, but no one ever walks in there anymore. Number seven. They haven't learnt the words. They haven't learnt the words. Yes, I'm talking about scripts. Oh, but Tom, I'm authentic. I don't use scripts. Guess what? You do. The things that you don't use are actually scripts. You don't realize it. They're words coming out of your mouth. Scripts are not supposed to be scripted. It's structured. Do you understand? Do you understand that people basically say the same thing to you all the time, buyers, right? Oh, I don't want to pay that much. Vendors, the other agent said that they would do it for 0.5% lower than you, right? They say the same thing. I get asked the same thing 4 or 5 times every day. How's the market, Tommy? How's the market? Guys and girls, doesn't it make sense to learn the words that you know you're going to be using on a day-to-day basis? So you've got to understand, you've got to make your word impeccable. You've got to actually learn the words so well that they're rehearsed and you say them in a way that no one would even pick they're a script or dialogue, because it's just the way that you speak. But what you've done is you've taken the concepts and the structure and the template, and what you've done is you internalized it with your tone, and it comes across seamlessly, because what scripts are is telling the truth efficiently. And why would you use 1,000 words when 50 will do? And I can pretty much tell you, my gym members tell me one of the most favorite things that they get out of their real estate gym membership is that they're constantly being exposed to language that they can be using every day when they're prospecting, when they're talking to buyers, sellers, getting offers, right? Guys and girls, let's move on to number 8. Number 8 is they have no idea of what their KPIs are. They're clueless as to know how many appraisals they need to go each month. They're clueless as to how many listings and sales they need to get to achieve their yearly income goal. They're clueless as to how many prospecting connects they need to make each day. They have no understanding of that. And what they do is they just wake up and go to work and they just go with the flow. Can I say to you, only dead fish go with the flow. Number 9 is they lack TQ. I'll say that again. They lack TQ. For many, many years, real estate was basically EQ and IQ. If you had a good EQ and an average IQ, which means average intelligence, but a decent EQ that you could read the play, you could get by. But the big scaler, the big amplifier is TQ, your technology quotient. How good are you at using things like technology tools? How good are you at implementing social in your business? How good are you at bringing in project management tools? Like, by the way, guys and girls, I'm addicted to Asana, ASANA. My whole team has got it now. My team in Australia's got it. My overseas team's got it. Everyone knows what they're doing, by when. It's on my mobile phone. I absolutely love it. But that is it, your TQ. How good are you at implementing new technology as it comes on? Example, Tricor. How good are you at actually using ghost voicemail? How good are you at actually using a CRM system like Agent Box to be able to remind you of who to call and have things set up for you to make your next contact with that person? So TQ is important, because I believe that these newer, younger agents that have got a better grasp of TQ and add their own hunger and hustle, i.e. Josh Tesselin, who's got a big goal of 4.5 million GCI for the year, that's what the guy's aiming for. Guys and girls, lack of TQ is number 9. And number 10, guys and girls, is this. They're soft. They're soft. They're little crybabies. They've got a bad perspective. They think the world owes them something. They expect immediate results. They personalise rejection, right? They feel like a victim. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Remember that. You won the birth lottery big time if you're in Australia. You could have been born in Ethiopia, right? You could have been born in a country that you could have had HIV in your bloodstream as you were born. Do you understand? They're soft. And I'm telling you, steel up. I had to go in for my last, and I rang the bell on Tuesday. Maybe you can see my energy levels lately have been higher than normal, because apart from all the exercise and the fact that the drugs are no longer in my body that were there to make sure there was no cancer, I rang the bell, and the bell says that you don't have to come back anymore. Keep my fingers crossed forever. But you know what I did as I was walking out? As I was walking outside Lifehouse, I thought to myself, I should take 25 real estate agents for a nice tour of the chemo ward and say, hey, what would you like to do today? Would you like to sit down in one of those chemo chairs? Let's get, a catheter hooked up to your bloodstream. Let's poison you, make you vomit, feel shit for a week, keep your fingers crossed you're not going to die. Or would you like to just go back to work and hit the phones and start talking to buyers, current vendors, and future sellers? What would you like to do? I think that sometimes people need a bit of a perspective shift. And I'm telling you that in March, you know what we're going to be doing? It's going to be called Mindset March. That's right. I'm going to help you guys build a mind that becomes so strong that you could have 10 bikies coming for you, and you're walking down a lane and you'll sit there and you'll back yourself. Don't get me wrong, you're not going to do anything stupid and cause a fight, but I'm going to make you so tough that you are not going to worry about rejection and failure and missing out on listing and getting upset about the other agent in your area that's beating you, and every time you look at them on social media, they make you get the shits, and then you can't go to sleep because you hate them so much. I'm going to help you become a black belt of the mind. That's what we're doing in March, guys and girls. Real Estate Gym is going to be Mindset March. We're going to be talking about the psychology to help you become mentally tough. Guys and girls, that concludes the Sunday night rant. That's been going for about 5 years. I don't stop, guys and girls. And as you can see, the numbers are still there. They listen. Why? Because I'm either a content creator or a content curator. And that's why when you go to Facebook and put the details in, leader, trainer, coach, every magazine, every journal in the business in Australia, no one gets the engagement I have. Why? Because I give content. Show more, do more, give more. Signing off. Press the share button, guys and girls, and go visit my sponsors. They're good people. I pick them.